Hello everyone, welcome to our video on virtual reality and editing those videos that you're going to make. So we're going to start off with, first of all, uploading to Google Drive. So when you're in the headsets, what you're going to do, log into Drive, you're going to go and you're going to go click on New, File Upload, and you'll upload the files that you want to make from inside the virtual reality goggles. And that's under the Documents. So once you upload them, then next step, of course, test it out, make sure they uploaded okay. Here's an example of one that we just recreated. Right, so you can see the video is working, etc. And so then the next step is you're going to go to your laptop or wherever you want to edit on and then download those videos. And so once you click on those three dots icon and then you download it, then it's on your laptop and then you can open CapCut and get started. Alright, so for CapCut, we're going to go ahead and open up CapCut. That's what we tend to use. You can go to Create Project and then Import. And you can import either screen recordings from your laptop. So I want these two that I also made. Then I also want to import the two that we just downloaded. So you can see them here. They download from Google Drive. So to drag them in, you can just click on them, drag them like that. They will load. You can scroll in to make it easier to see what you're doing. Down here, you can see where the audio line is. It's kind of hard to tell, but this thing I'm hovering over, I didn't have any audio on, so I'm just going to pull that down and mute it so the clip is nice and quiet. And then you can do a voiceover, kind of like I'm doing right now. And again, I'm just scrolling in to see where the end is. So to trim your clip, you can either drag from the end, like that, and you can see on the screen above what it is that you're cutting off. And you can just let go, and then there you go. To undo that, just Control-Z or undo. Same at the end, you can just cut it off and be like, oh, I don't want this anymore. Goodbye to all of this, or whatever, like that is an option. The other ways that you can cut things are these three buttons here. So there's one which is split, so it just cuts the clips into two. This one is a split, but it gets rid of the front half, and this one is a split, but it gets rid of the end half. You can also select a period of video and then click delete if you wanted to as well. Those are kind of the main things. So say I was like, oh, I haven't actually started. I want to cut off all this beginning bit that doesn't actually matter. So you can scroll through, just keep clicking, or you can click play and just keep watching up on the screen up here until it gets to the part that you want. So for example, if I wanted to click right there, I would click on the line of video, I would have my little cursor there, and then I would click split. And then you can choose to delete that if you want, or cut it down, or whatever. We're going to delete it. So I just click delete on my laptop. You can also undo that and then go and click the little garbage icon. Works as well. So you can watch through, see what you like. That's kind of the very basis of clipping. So I wanted to do some more clipping. I could split that in half. Maybe I think this part's too long. I want to get rid of that. And then you can choose to delete just this section or that section or that section or whatever you want. Doesn't really matter. If you make a mistake, you can either go and click edit, undo, or redo, or use Control-Z, whichever you prefer. To add in a new piece of media, so say you're like, oh, I'm done with this clip, I like it, I'm going to drag in something else. You just drag it to that line, scroll in and see what it is that you're doing, and just scroll to the end. So there we go, we'll watch what I just added, which is how to download things from Google Drive. So that clip, you can see it kind of cuts off. I would like that part to go away. So I'm going to click on the piece. I have a little cursor there. I'm going to click that, and then I will delete it. And there we go. I have a nice little clip of how to download from Google Drive. So say I wanted to merge these things. There's all sorts of effects in CapCut. So you can add on audio if you want. You can just drag it down and be like, oh, look at this, I have some funky audio. You can either go to the end and click it down or drag it, whatever you want. You can adjust the audio so it's out of the red as well. And then you can click play. So now for this, we don't actually want any audio. You're probably going to add a voiceover clip at the end, which is perfectly fine. So we can also just get rid of that. If you wanted to add in audio, you could record it either in Audacity or somewhere else, like iMovie or whatever, and then you could import it in the same way, just importing. And then you'd bring in your audio, like another file, and then just drag it down there. Another option, of course, is to click on this little microphone icon there. You can click recording, choose to start the recording, choose your microphone, the volume, echo reduction, etc. And you can record just like that. So you had a little countdown as well. All right, we'll drag the audio in just for one more second. So over here is where the audio editing is when you drag in a clip. So you can change the volume, you can fade it in, fade it out, you can normalize the loudness if you have like a bunch of noises. You can also reduce background noise, which is pretty cool. There's also a voice changer if you want effects, and you can also change the speed. So you probably won't really need all that, but now you know about it. You can also add in text templates, different effects and stuff if you want to have menus. You can add stickers, and then there are other effects that you can add on to the content. Now you probably don't really want that for this video. You don't need this weird flashing one, but if you want it, that's how you do it. And then you can also delete it or undo it, whichever you prefer. There are also transitions you can add when going between clips. Again, for this, you probably don't really need to, don't really care. It's fine. And there you go, you can see how it kind of mixed in to the next clip. Again, you probably don't really need that, but it's there if you want. There are other filters and other adjustments you can do. Feel free to mess around. But that's kind of the very basics of how to video edit in CapCut for this project.